Hey everybody, how's it going? Chris here. So today's Halloween. Had a good day. It was great. Loved decorating the house. Some of it was hard to shoot in the dark and the camera doesn't pick it all up, but it was a lot of fun to decorate. I think it looked really great. Went trick-or-treating for a little while. Logan was Captain America, as you saw, and my wife Nikki, the big blow-up green thing, and myself, Jason Voorhees. So, and then it was the pumpkin walk, which is a thing in town where on the golf course they make this whole big trail with pumpkins that were made by the kids in school. And then, you know, we got a bunch of scary stuff there in different places and businesses and whatnot around town handing out candy. So we went to that afterwards, and they got fireworks again. We went to that this year, so that was a lot of fun. And Logan had a lot of fun too. Got about a full bag of candy. So I was happy about that. Yeah, my costume was alright. It was easy and didn't cost a lot of money. I had and I was able to wear a lot of warm clothes with it, so that was alright. Except you can see all the blood in here, liquid now. But being outside for a while, this all froze up because it's kind of snowing and pretty bad out this year. But what I got for you guys today is a comic book haul. Some of them I got just on the weekend, and there's a couple packages that I got, one on Monday and then one today on Halloween. So most of it is some Halloween themed comic books that I want to show you guys. Mostly, usually Captain Strangelove has really great Halloween videos, since he's a big horror comic book fan. He usually has great videos. So we'll say this is in tribute to him. I don't know if he will make a video, but he was just out because he had some surgery. So I don't know, if he doesn't make a video, that's going to be sad because I really look forward to those. So this is in honor of Captain Strangelove since he's out on surgery. First we're going to start with this one, and this is Jigsaw issue number 10. So this one actually comes to me from Lisa Moore. Got this package on Monday. Thank you very much, Lisa. She actually sent me 2 comic books. I'll explain this one in a minute. But this is issue number 10 of Jigsaw. And this is the comic book where Lisa Moore, the colorist, or who is a colorist who works for Kaboom, she won her friend's contest, the Getting Jiggy contest, and to get yourself drawn into a comic book. So this particular issue she was drawn into, and I flipped through it. It looks so hilarious. It looks like a great comic book, and the drawings of Lisa look really fun. So writer is Ron Fortier and artist is Gary Cotto. So thank you very much, Lisa. I'm going to love the issue when I flip through it. I think it looks like a really fun, awesome book, and if Ron's listening, I definitely do plan on getting all of the Mr. Jigsaw comics because they're a lot of fun. Some really great reads. And finding the old back issues, like, you know, from the Charlton comics or the I think there's one printed by Ocean Comics too, or whatever. But yeah, some of the old ones I might get as well. But I'm definitely going to get all the new ones. And this is the current issue up to number 10. I really strongly encourage you guys to get this issue and other books by Ron. So you can go to Zone 4 Podcast. I know from there, one, you can listen to Zone 4 Podcast, but also they have links to go to, like, Ron's site and also the place, Redbud Studios, I think, where you'll be able to purchase your comic books. We have Chip and Dale, Rescue Rangers issue number 8. This one was also colored by Lisa Moore. This was the extra comic that she sent me specifically for Logan. And even before, like, because Lisa gave me a note in with the package too, I'm like, oh, that's really awesome. That's Chip and Dale's. I remember watching them when I was a kid. I think I'm gonna give this one to Logan. That's what I thought to myself even before I saw the note. But she meant to send this one for Logan. and she actually signed it on the inside for him. So that's really awesome. So Logan's first signed comic book right there. Amazing Spider-Man 696, really good. Basically Hobgoblin versus Hobgoblin. Kingsley versus what's his name? Ben Urich. Halloween. So I haven't read it yet. Before Watchmen, Minuteman, issue number 4. Enjoying pretty much all the series. One I missed a few weeks ago and just come in the mail today. Wolverine 314. And I had picked this one up on the weekend, and now I can read this one because now I got 314 and could read 315. Okay, now here's one comic book with what Scott Question Bromstar said. I completely agree with him. For a Wolverine fan, Wolverine Max sucks. It's a terrible book. It's awful writing of Wolverine. I think basically what happens in this one, he's in a plane crash, and then, I don't know, he forgets everything and who he is, and then he gets found, he gets rescued, and then at the end of the book he ends up in a hotel room, just right at the end, a whole bunch of, I think it's like a SWAT team outside his door, and then all of a sudden he clicks in, oh yes, I'm Logan, and that's where they cut it off. But what makes this one stupid is some of the flashbacks, and some of the art in here is actually really awful. They have multiple artists in here, some of it's just awful. It's a Max book, they swear, but who cares? The swearing makes no sense, and that doesn't make it any better of a Wolverine comic, just because they're swearing in it. The biggest part that I found so completely stupid is Wolverine actually lost his legs. Right at the beginning you find out, yeah, his legs are gone. He's in this plane crash, his legs are gone. And right away I'm thinking, well, how's that going to happen? I can see bones coming attached, you know, his limbs being severed at the knee, but Wolverine, that, you know, in writing comics that really doesn't happen, especially with, you know, his adamantium. He's just not written that way. Because what's going to happen? I mean, his legs grew back, but then those bones wouldn't have the adamantium on. So what's he going to do? How's he going to get his adamantium back? But this comic book was just really awful. I think it's hard to explain a little bit, but I might get the next few issues. Hopefully the first story arc is short, and it'll explain if he gets his adamantium back. But if he doesn't, I don't know. That's just completely stupid. But I agree with Scott. This is just like Wolverine, the best there is, just under a different name. Cool cover here. This is Spawn 224 in the likeness of one of the Dark Knights. I can't remember which issue of the Dark Knight it is, but really cool cover, and parody of Miller. This is really cool. That's a nice Spawn cover. And the next one, 225, is supposed to look like a parody of a Watchmen cover. So that's going to be pretty cool. One I haven't read yet, and the story that's so far, but hopefully it'll pick up better. Minimum Carnage Part 3. So this is Venom issue number 26. A Halloween comic. Because like I say, had to get a few in this pack. Cover by Stefan Sejic. Really nice cover. Sleepy Hollow. So this is from a new one. This is from 2012. I think there's been older versions of the Sleepy Hollow story. But that's by Zenoscope, and I think that's my first Zenoscope comic book. It's a really nice cover. So I was just seeing what was coming out Halloween week, or last week, you know, stuff for Halloween month. Saw Sleepy Hollow. I like the Sleepy Hollow story, so decided to pick this one up, see what it's like. Okay, so we got Walking Dead issue number 103. This is for my wife, and looks like Rick is about to get his, you know, suffer the same fate as a character recently did in this series, with a baseball bat to the head. So some back issues and old books here I got. So that was all the new stuff. It looks sort of Halloween-y anyways, and the story is titled City of the Dead. So here is Warlord of Mars, John Carter, Warlord of Mars, issue number 12. Okay, not really Halloween-y, but I don't know, big scary crab monster on it. Issue number 21 of Commandy. Just gotta love getting Commandies. This is from mycomicshop.com. And as you see, I have another copy of Commandy number 21. And I ordered one online, and then when I was in the city, I bought one. Is there as well, and I forgot because this one didn't come in the mail yet, so I didn't have it checked off my checklist, so I bought another one. So now I got double. So actually one of these is going to go to Rob, RW95. You're going to get one of these as well, as a extra comic book in your comic book lotto winnings. Some other Halloween comics here, and some of my favorites that I picked up as well. So this one is number 1, Weird Suspense featuring the Tarantula. This is an Atlas comic, and I did a little research. I found out about Atlas. I thought all Atlas comics were Marvel, but they're not. Comics in the 80s under the Atlas name were actually a separate company. The Atlas comics in the 50s was Marvel Comics. So yeah, so there are 2 different brands of comics called Atlas Comics, but one is actually Marvel Comics, and the other is actually Atlas Comics. So if it's a newer one, like from the 80s or whatever, it's not Marvel. So I just kind of found that out for myself. So anyways, I never had any Atlas comics. Wanted to pick this up. Kind of a spooky terror comic. Has a couple stories in it. Okay, so some other 20-cent comics here. This is Chamber of Chills. Really nice cover. That's why I picked it up mainly. It's really nice. Just at the shop and wanted to get some nice Halloween comics. So picked it up mostly because of the cover. It's got a couple different stories in it, and most of them are actually reprints from the 50s Atlas Marvel comics. And most of the horror stories in here are, you know, horror cautionary tales. And the one on the cover is about a guy getting stuck in jail and, you know, kind of goes through this red tape mumbo jumbo until he's, you know, nothing left but this horror of a skeleton. Another one that had some reprints from Atlas in it. This is Vault of Evil, number 11, and this was Chamber of Chills, number 8. But Vault of Evil, nice cover. That's why I got it. This vampire and kind of a bat, you know, transformation there. Really nice cover. And this one is mostly, it's got a few stories in it, and a few of them are kind of like, what would you call it? From the monster's perspective, and they are tales of, you know, horror and cautionary horror tales from the monster's perspective. And the one with the vampire is actually, I think it's, oh my gosh. Anyways, there's a war happening. I can't remember what year. A war is happening. I think it was 1998, and a big world war breaks out. He's feeding on so many people. He's so happy, and then he goes to sleep for so many years. Wakes up in the future, and then there's some problems for him there. So anyways, it's like a horror comic for the monsters. So it was kind of neat. Right here, this is Adventures into Fear with the Man-Thing, but the actual title is just Fear, as it says up in the corner here, and also in the indicia. It says Fear, and then it later turns into officially Adventure into Fear, and then it turns into, I think it carries on as the Man-Thing after that. But here's issue number 11 of that, Fear. And issue number 10 I wish I could have found, because that was the first appearance of him in this particular title, in the Fear title. And I think that would have been his 3rd or 4th appearance. So this is his 4th or 5th appearance of the Man-Thing. And what's cool about this one as well is it is the first comic book that features his basically the trademark slogan of the Man-Thing. You know, anything that knows fear, or anyone or anything that knows fear burns at the touch of the Man-Thing. Goes something like that. But this was the first comic book that slogan was introduced. And then this is one that I ordered as well. Got the first issue of the Man-Thing, and just great covers. I like those Man-Thing covers. Really great. A lot of talk on YouTube lately of Man-Thing, so I'd gotten his first appearance and starting to get a few others now, but that was really nice. So that's supposed to be a 5.5. It's really cool. Nice cover. And I think the best of them all right here. So excited to end up reading this one. This must be a 4.0 grade. Number 1, Dracula Lives, The Tomb of Dracula. First appearance of the Dracula in Marvel Comics. That was really cool. Yeah. Really awesome. Alright, so there you guys go. You can see that. Had a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing some of these comics. I've definitely been inspired by a lot of people on YouTube. And just right around the season, it's great to see some of this stuff, awesome horror comics that I see in your guys' videos, and be able to pick up some of them on, you know, a month like this in October. Get that real good Halloween feeling and pick up some really awesome old horror comics. Really glad to have these. So, hope you guys had a great Halloween as well too. I'm gonna go fill up on pop and candy now, and I'll see you all later. Bye.